Hey everyone, Nick Engvall here. Before we get into today's episode, I want to tell you about some of the people that make the sneaker history community and this podcast possible. It's more important than ever to think about who you give your money to when you're buying clothing to go with your kicks. Our friends at Guilty Goods started their brand with a goal of giving back, especially to the communities that make sneaker culture possible. With every purchase from Guilty Goods, at least 10% of the proceeds are donated to organizations like Big Brothers and Big Sisters, the Susan G. Komen Foundation, the Movement for Black Lives, and many more. You can save 30% on your order by using the code HISTORY at guiltygoods.us. Again, that's history at guiltygoods.us for 30% off, and you can feel good about your purchase knowing you're supporting a meaningful cause. Sneakers are all about presentation, and if you're like me, displaying your kicks at home or in the office is just as important as when they're on your feet. Sneaker Throne makes sneaker display cases featuring customizable LED lights, drop-side cases to showcase the entire side of the shoe, not just the heel or the toe, the whole shoe. They've also got display cases for trading card collectors and hat collectors. To me, it's the perfect way to display your collection. You can save at least 10% on your Sneaker Throne order by using the code HISTORY at sneakerthrone.com. That's history at sneakerthrone.com. If you're a Patreon supporter or a member of our Discord community, you already know about Kicks with V hot sauce and his small batch, locally sourced hot sauce. V has been one of the biggest supporters of sneaker history and the podcast since the early days. He's currently the defending champion in our community trivia nights competition. Kicks with V hot sauce has been a huge hit with the community. You can save 10% on your order by using the code SneakerHistory10 at kickswithvhots.com. That's SneakerHistory10 at kickswithvhots.com. Now, you're probably here because you like sneakers, and if you join the Discord, you know our community is about so much more than that. Whether it's the marathon-like community calls, trivia night debates, the in-person meetups, or just sharing our favorite experiences, we found that although we have such different backgrounds, we all have some unexpected shared passions. Not only does the entire community look out for each other when it comes to releases, we're like a support group for life in general. You can join the Discord community for free by heading to the show notes of this episode. After you're done listening to this episode, tell someone you like their kicks today. You never know how far a simple compliment can take you, and we all know how good it feels to have someone show their appreciation. Now let's get into today's episode.
Jordan trying to shake off Starks. Oh, what a James with no regard for human life. 12 seconds. Bryant for the win. Iverson against Gill. The crowd on its feet. Allen for the win.
Welcome to the Sneaker History Podcast.
What up, what up? My name is Nick Engvall, and this is the Sneaker History Podcast. For me, sneakers has never really been about the shoes. It's been about the people. Sneakers have been the connection to friends, business partners, unforgettable stories and memories, and opportunities that I could have never imagined. My goal has always been to create something that opens doors for others to find ways to do something they're passionate about for a living. If you're already a member of the Sneaker History Discord, you know how great the community we have is. It's so much more than sneakers. When someone needs some help getting through a tough time, the community is there. When someone in the community drops a new product line or publishes their first YouTube video, everyone is quick to support. That's why this year we'll be launching a series of new podcasts directly from the community. The first is a Formula One focused podcast hosted by myself, Rohit Malhotra, and Todd Yates, where we hope to make becoming an F1 fan a little easier and give you a better understanding of the sport, whether you're just starting to watch or a longtime fan. You can check it out at exhaustnotes.fm or linked in the description for this episode. As always, thank you for supporting Sneaker History, and don't forget to tell someone you like their kicks today.
What up, what up? Welcome to the Sneaker History Podcast. My name's Nick Engvall. I've got my guys, Mike and Rohit. We got some great news that just hit last night. So we just decided to kind of do an impromptu My Starting Five, but fellas, Kobe, Vanessa pulled it off. She's got Nike back in the bag. We're getting Kobe retros soon. Kobe Protros soon, I should say.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited. I'm waiting. Hopefully now that they got this new deal, hopefully part of that deal was let's make some more of them. I know it's still going to be hard to get them, but hopefully it's easier than what it was prior to basically the standstill.
So my whole theory is they didn't want to approach a row the 7, so they're like, let's just take a break because hopefully everybody forgets about the 7. And now we're right in line with that 8. So yeah, I think that was my reason. I'm on to you, Vanessa. I'm on to you, Kobe is safe. But no, it's truly a joyous moment. I think all of us, how much we care to admit, that's up to the user themselves. But at the same time, it's like Kobe's back, we're back. And it just feels like a perfect way to open the spring-summer season.
Definitely. You know what's also cool is the first shoe that they're going to release is the Mambasita, the shoe for Gigi that kind of leaked last year. and became a big deal because Vanessa came out and said, "Hey, I don't even have these. How somebody else got them already?" Yeah. To me, that's like the coolest part. Like, and you know, the partnership is going to be much bigger than just sneakers. It's going to be getting youth playing basketball in the LA area. They're going to build a whole new, you know, like sports. I forget what
Mamba Academy.
Yeah, Mamba Academy, and all the proceeds from that first release, which is going to be the Mambacita Kobe 6, is going to go directly to the foundation. So, I mean, win-win for everybody, in my opinion. You know, the only thing that could have been better than this was having them both come back from the dead somehow. And, you know, but we're going to carry on. And, you know, like, I think we all feel better about it. You know, I've been talking to a lot of people about this, and just like Kobe's different. You know, Kobe, I would say, like, maybe LeBron and, you know, maybe not even MJ, but maybe MJ, you know, like, his commitment to the kids is what really kind of stuck with me as a Kings fan, as an anti-Laker fan. You know, I have to respect the guy and like admire him and, you know, look up to him for that, because a lot of times players don't go that deep, right? It's very like, cool, I had a, you know, basketball camp in the summer over here occasionally, but like he was so committed to it. And to be able to carry that on, it's like, I mean, it's powerful. Like when I read that last night, I got goosebumps just thinking like, all right, cool. Like this is like, there's going to be so many people that were involved in this before his passing that are now going to be, you know, get a chance to kind of relive that opportunity of introducing kids to sports. And, you know, like, I mean, hell, that sports saved so many kids' lives, man. Like so many kids' lives. But
well, and even better to top it off, I mean, of course, you know, they're going to be working with the kids, but something to even take it a step further is that, if I'm not mistaken, reading that, they're going to have a female / girls line from basically Gigi's like line. And, you know, my son's always going to be able to get, you know, basketball sneakers, Kobe's, you know, as long as they're producing them. But as like a recent girl dad, you're going to be another girl dad here soon. It's nice to see that my girls, if they want to play basketball, they can experience the same thing as my son will. So it's nice to be able to have that. No other. I mean, Rohit, you, of course, as well. Like, your little girl will be able to rock Kobe's if she so chooses.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's exactly that. And I think, to echo both of your sentiments, he was one for inclusion, and it's something that's kind of startling because kind of the run up to his Nike career, unfortunately, there's this heinous accident, or I'm sorry, accident's not even the right word. Apologies to everybody. And this may be a little bit triggering. It's not my intent, but there was a horrific situation, and he rebounded as delicately as somebody can. And it almost seemed like that was a moment where he decided, I'm going to be one for inclusion. So to your point, we've seen him embrace kids. We've seen him embrace women. And the other thing I always thought about Kobe, especially in his later years, was the fact that he was a storyteller, right? We are reading Harry Potter to the kid, or we finished reading Harry Potter to the kid, right? I think Kobe fancied himself a bit of a basketball Dumbledore. Like, he's a teacher. He is a motivator. He is an inspirer. He is there to be that bridge between generations. And I know that that's probably Michael Jordan's greatest power, is his ability to captivate multiple generations into buying into his mythology. I think Kobe is 1B when it comes to that, because he was equally as depth at doing that sort of thing and making sure that there was a connection there. And spending the last week in Vegas, it was still very bittersweet to see all the murals, all the testimonials to Kobe and his impact on that city. And jokingly, I was talking to somebody at this wedding I was attending. I said, if Vanessa Bryant ever wants to do anything in the city of LA, she's going to win unopposed. She's going to win unanimously. And that's something to be said. And yeah, I think without getting too sentimental, because it is going to make all of us various degrees of happy, let's just get on to it, because the thing we want to celebrate now outside of the players, the shoes, because all the great things Kobe did, he did wearing shoes. So we want to make sure that we pay those the proper respect as well.
Yeah, definitely. So if you haven't watched the My Starting Five episode, basically what we do is kind of like a draft. We run through, we pick our 5 starters, in this case, any Kobe shoe. I guess like even beyond that, we get crazy with it and do some Kobe PEs. Kobe had some incredible stuff with Nike. So, and then at the end, we'll pick a 6-man kind of to kind of ease the pain of maybe some of the shoes that we missed. But we already ran the draft order. Rohit's going to start us out. Mike's going to go second. I'm going to go third. And with that, we do like snake style. So I'll get the 4th pick as well, and so on and so forth until we get to all of us having our starting 5. I think you can start us off, Rohit.
Yeah, and now I kind of regret getting the first pick because there's no right or wrong answer. A lot of the times when we do these starting fives, there is a consensus number one and even a consensus number two. Yep. But when you've opened up his entire catalog, it's just a question of what type of Kobe do you want. So I will go, and I'll go off the beaten path with my first overall pick, and I will go with the Kobe 11 Fade to Black. Ooh. I think that was the last campaign that was truly memorable. Basically, we had the countdown, and there's one thing Kobe did really well. It was the countdown. Like anytime he did these retro packs, it was truly his entire product line from the 2K4 all the way to whatever number we ended up. So that campaign was also very iconic. I think that was the infamous spot where he's literally conducting the ceremony of all the people he's wronged in the past. So let me go ahead and take that Kobe 11 Fade to Black.
Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Whew. All right. Like you said, there's no wrong answer, but there's a lot of right answers, and I hate to leave anything off the list. I am going to have to go for my first pick as a comic fan, as a Kobe fan. Dark Knight 5s have to be my number one pick.
Damn it, Mike. I mean, we'll both be happy if that shoe retros, so bring it on. Bring it on, Nike. All right. That was definitely going to be one of my first few picks. So I'm going to go a little bit more towards the crazy unattainable shoes. And I'm going to take the Kobe 1 Undefeated, that like kind of olive and orange friends and family joint. I just saw it last week, and had I not seen it last week, I probably would not have actually thought of that shoe even because it was so rare. But that's going to be my first pick. And actually, I'm going to go with probably the best. Obviously, I'm a fan of orange, but my favorite Kobe is a Kobe 4. And my favorite color of that, non-original, was last year or the year before's WNBA All-Star colorway with the orange, almost all orange. Chef's kiss. Whoever did that colorway. Yes. I owe you a coffee or a lunch, whatever. It's on me whenever we meet. That colorway is perfect to me. Beautiful.
Fantastic pick. My pick is going to be also on the table. I know they will never release this, but if I can raid this person's closet and shrink his foot probably about 4 sizes, I have to go with Devin Booker's Kobe 6. I don't know what you want to call it. Pink and yellow and purple PE. I don't know if you guys can even see that. It's too bright, but yeah, that particular colorway was absolutely fantastic. The man has Kobe game. Like, let's just be honest. He's winning.
Yep.
No, I mean, I think that is probably been the most rewarding thing in a sense to watch this Kobe generation kind of unfold between our very eyes. And that was that testimony during that, I believe, the Nike 75 commercial when we see Devin Booker in his 6'4", paying homage to Kobe. Yeah. It's like, I will pick up the baton. I will become your student. And I mean, not just Booker. We have DeMar DeRozan, who's always kind of rep Kobe, especially in the footwear side. And then you have Kyrie, who's always kind of looked at him as his sensei. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, anytime we can get any sort of inspiration, we go for it. I'll go next, and I will take inspiration from Mike because I will pick a comic book inspired one, and I'll go for the Chaos 4 Jokers.
Very nice.
Just because I didn't even realize these existed. I thought I had kind of exhausted everything, and I just literally did a quick best Kobe's ever, and that was on that list. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead and give me that. And then a shoe that is probably as reviled as the one I previously mentioned is revered. Go ahead and give me the Kobe 2 USA from Adidas.
Ooh, okay. Right. Didn't see that one coming.
That was a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Yeah.
That's what I do. I love a good USA shoe, and you know how I feel about the Kobe too. There's a certain beauty in its ugliness, so go ahead and give me one of those.
I'm with you on that one. All right, so since we're going from the beaten path from the typical Kobe Nike model we know, one I have to definitely pick is going to be one that Kobe repped hard, and it is going to be the Back to the Future Hyper Dunk from 2007, 2008. Beautiful shoe. Yeah, I love it. They would never retro it, but they did. I'll be right in line.
Good choice. Good choice. All right. What I got here.
Decisions.
I'm probably going to go with the Kobe 10 HTM. I mean, there's a few different versions. So I probably go with the black version, like the primarily black with the white additions. That shoe seems like one of the most wearable colorways Flyknit ever, in my opinion. And then, I'm gonna go. I think I'm just gonna stick with the orange theme. I got to go with the Kobe 8 All Stars, man. I regret not getting that shoe so many times. I should have just pulled the trigger on it. So bring it back. I'll try again.
Dude, I think back, those were literally sitting in stores. You could have got them many times. I'm in the same boat as you. It's like, I'll catch them when they go on sale. And now I slap myself.
Yep.
As a proud owner of that pair, I love them. I look at them longingly.
You know what? I can't even be mad. So, I'm just happy someone in our group has them and they can appreciate them.
Seriously.
Awesome. Is Mike got this? Yeah, I think. Is this your final thing?
I have one more after you do your last two. So this is my number 4. And I'm going to go with the HTM myself, but this is going to be the Kobe 9 Elite Low in the multicolor HTM color.
Okay. Well, it is a hat trick because I too will be going for a Kobe HTM. I will also use this as a shameless plug to promote our other podcast, Exhaust Notes. And I will go with the Kobe 10 HTM race car. I just think it's a beautiful shoe. I have the Shark Tooth HTM, but now in hindsight, I really wish there was a swap shoe fairy that I could just be like, take these Shark Tooths, give them to somebody else, and give me the race cars, because the orange and green is just a lovely contrast. And yeah, I might still do it. Who knows? Maybe if there's ever a nice tax return in my future, maybe that's what I'll put that towards. And then for my last pick, and this is one I truly don't even know like how to end it because there's so many things. The one thing I did kind of put on myself was a criteria of I can't pick a shoe I already own. So that took away a lot of my Kobe pairs that I enjoy, like the Kobe 8s or the Mamba Curial 8s. So you know what? F it. I'm just going to go against my own rules. Give me the Kobe 8s. I mean, it's just a fantastic shoe. It's sleek, and I think that's probably my favorite Nike Kobe, which makes sense given it's the 8. So I'll go ahead and go with the Kobe 8 Kobe's.
Nice. Well, I'm going to go with my 5th pick is one that I know no one probably thought of in the sense of, I forgot like this model really, but the Prelude Pack 3 is a gorgeous shoe. I don't care what anybody says about the Model 3 is actually, I feel like very understated and people don't love it like it should be.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's a good picks. Both of those good picks. So I've got 2 more, right? No, I got 1 more. Mm-hmm. All right, I got to go. I'm just gonna stick with this theme. I'm gonna be the all orange Kobe guy. Just give me Devin Booker's Kobe 5 PE from a couple years back.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful shoe, man. Such a beautiful shoe.
All right. Shoot, that's a solid pick, too. Devin Booker getting a lot of love in this podcast, looks like.
So, Nick, let's do this for the 6 men because I'm still trying to remember all the shoes I picked. Do you want to start us off?
Say no more, fam. I'm good. I will go with the Kobe 7, the original like system Del Sol with the ankle wrap. Just because it was such an anomaly. I would love to have that. I don't know that I would wear it a whole lot, but I would just love to own that pair to be able to like talk about that technology and Kobe just like pushing the envelope, you know, like I think that's the thing that's most underrated when it comes to his sneakers. It's just how much he dug in and got involved in the development of all these shoes compared to a lot of other players. So.
Yeah. Well, my 6th man is going to be one that Rohit actually mentioned earlier. Is one I kicked myself again for not buying because I think the shoe actually went on sale. Mamba Curial 8s.
I just admire I was going to say, I just admire the inadvertent penmanship because you are kicking yourself for a shoe that's inspired by a soccer cleat.
So, unintentional, right?
Yeah, of course. It always is what you have noticed. And so with my last pick, I will take a page out of Nick's book. I will go with the Kobe. I think it was the Kobe 6 Barcelona Mangoes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's slightly orange, right?
It's a good colorway.
Very good shoe.
Yeah, so Kobe 6 Barcelona is the mango colorway, which I think at the time was meant to reflect the away kit that Barcelona was playing in probably their pomp and circumstance. So, yeah, go ahead and give me that.
Great pick.
Are we ready to recap?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So because Nick was a gentleman and went first, I'll go ahead and give him the last but not least slot, and I'll go ahead and go with mine. So the first overall pick of this draft was the Kobe 11 Fade to Black. Then I followed that up with the Kobe 4 Joker. That was followed by, I think, the only Adidas Kobe on the list, which was the Kobe 2 USA, which is the head-scratching pick of the draft. Then we finished things off with the Kobe 10 Race Car HTM, followed by the Kobe 8 What the Kobe's. And then for my sixth man, I went also in a footballing sense to the Kobe 6 Barcelonas. Nice. Mike, what did you
good picks? I went with my number 1 pick was the Kobe 5 Dark Knights. Number 2 pick was going to be the Devin Booker Pink Kobe 6 PE. Number 3 was going to be the Back to the Future or Marty McFly Hyper Dunk. Number 4 is going to be the Kobe 9 Elite Low Multicolor HTM. Number 5 is the Prelude Pack 3. And rounding off the sixth man is going to be the Mamba Curial 8.
Nice. All right. I started out with the Kobe 1 Undefeated. Second up was my choice was the WNBA All-Star Kobe 4, the Kobe 10 HTM, the black version with the white accents. Then I went with the Kobe 8 All-Star, finished it off with the Kobe 5 Devin Booker PE, and my sixth man was the Kobe 7 Del Sol.
Very nice.
And the colorways are running through my head of shoes that I should have chose, because as soon as Mike said the Mamba Curial, I was like, oh man, I really, 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 really want the Kobe 10 Mamba Curials. Hit the pink toe. She was beautiful.
Too.
What?
The Brett the Hitman Hart.
Yep. Oh man, well that was a blast, fellas. Just awesome to have Kobe's, in our future again. I think like the prices jumped up all crazy, and only Robbie has that kind of money when it comes to our squad. So
Mr. RoboCop
hopefully the rest
himself
of us can kind of pick up some of these in the future.
By the way, if anybody asks, Robbie won the draft, because Robbie always wins
these drafts.
But on the low though,
Yeah.
I have not seen my two co-hosts this happy and this just radiant because of something that has happened in sneakers in the positive. So this is truly the impact of this partnership. And yeah, for non-sneaker folk, it may not be that big of a deal, but for us, it's just probably a sign of comfort food, right? We finally got something that we've all been kind of craving, and it had been gone for a little bit, but we were able to tap back into it. So thank you, Vanessa, Brian. Thank you, Nike. Thank you on behalf of a global sneakerhead audience.
Absolutely. Well said, man. Thank you all for tuning in, watching with us. Make sure that you follow us at Sneaker History on all the platforms. Join the Discord. It'll be the first link in the description below. And catch us on Twitch. We're on Twitch pretty regularly now. So wherever you're watching this, head over there, hit subscribe, hit follow, all those fun things. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
See ya.
Follow Sneaker History. Leave us a review.
Please leave us a review. Thanks.
Hey everyone, this is Nick again. Before you take off, do us a solid and head over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. Give us a rating on Spotify or Amazon Music, and make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel because we have even more content coming for you in 2022. Speaking of new content, we have an amazing community of sneaker enthusiasts that hang out in the Sneaker History Discord on a daily basis. While sneakers is the connection point that brought us all together, we've all discovered countless shared passions we have in common with other people within the community. We recently launched the first of a handful of new podcasts that will be coming directly from our sneaker history community. We'll get into the details for those in a future episode, but I'm excited to share that the Exhaust Notes podcast is now live. Now, this is a show about the world of cars, racing, and other automotive-related topics. If you're a fan of Formula One, Formula Drift, cars and coffee, or you're just a weirdo like me that enjoys the smell of gasoline, I think you'll enjoy this one. If you do, add Exhaust Notes to your subscribe list so you'll be updated when we drop future episodes. As always, thank you for supporting Sneaker History, and don't forget to tell someone you like their kicks today. Peace. Hey everyone, this is Nick again. Before you take off, do us a solid and head over to Apple Podcasts to leave us a review. Give us a rating on Spotify and Amazon Music, and make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel because we have even more video content coming soon. Speaking of new content, we have an amazing community of sneaker enthusiasts that hang out in our Sneaker History Discord on a daily basis. While sneakers is a connection point that brought us all together, we've all discovered countless shared passions that we have in common with each other. We recently launched a couple of new podcasts directly from our community. One of them is a Formula One podcast. If you're an F1 fan like me, the Exhaust Notes podcast is your weekly fix of Formula One fun. It's hosted by myself, Rohit Malhotra, and Todd Yates. New episodes drop every Tuesday. I've been wearing fitted hats for years and collecting my favorite teams since I was a little leaguer. It has been awesome to see so many new fans getting into fitteds in recent years. Crown and Stitch is our new talk show about fitted hats with Dexter, Keith, and myself, where we talk about fitted hats, snapbacks, throw in some obscure hats because we all kind of like some funky stuff once in a while, don't we? Copping, collecting, and so much more. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Hit the links in the show notes for this episode to give our new shows a listen, and be on the lookout for more new podcasts dropping soon. Last but not least, tell someone you like their kicks today. You never know how far a simple compliment can take you, and we all know how good it feels to have someone show their appreciation. Thank you all for the support, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.